Okay, so this is the lesson plan for Parents Week. Just going to say 2 quick reminders before we start showing the circuit. When we start class, we're going to do event warm-ups for 15 minutes. So let's make those as interactive as possible. Then they're going to do their stretch. Please remember to review how to bail out of handstands, either rolling out or doing a side cartwheel. So let's make sure to do a safety review, stretch. Then they're going to do their handstand intensive, short 10 minutes, going around practicing their positions, and then we're going to do a big circuit. Here in the big circuit, we have quite a few stations that are working on their back hip circle. On this first station is the spotted station. So they can either jump to front support or pull over. And the coach will be here to spot them on a back hip circle. Now, they're not going to do any casts. Just nice tight hollow body, straight elbows, look at your toes, hips to the bar. But Brianna will do one for us with a cast. The other thing that they can do at this bar, if the coach is not there, is just a really nice hollow body, rocking back and forth and trying to shift their wrists just a little bit. So we're working on that tight hollow body. Next bar, they're going to do their front support or pullover if they have their pullover by themselves. You can do a front support for this one. And then they're going to roll forward. Now, as they roll forward, they first bend their elbows and look at their toes. And then they slowly straighten out their elbows and look at their toes again. And they should hopefully be able to get as much as possible to a candlestick position. And as you can see, Coach Brianna is fighting to get her legs up higher and squeeze her butt. Nice. Then we're going to come to the next bar. They're going to work on their leap. And we'll make it a little bit of a fun challenge also for mill circles in a way. So they're going to step one leg around the bar and have reverse grip hands. And they're going to leap to one foot and then leap back. And then the challenge is going to be each time they do it to add a second. So put your foot down, Brianna. So the next time they do it, they're going to hold for 1 and step down. And then hold for 1 on the way back and step down. And you can tell them to challenge themselves to get to as many seconds as they can. Once they get to the point where they got to as many seconds as they can, maybe that's 5, they can go back down and go 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's over there, the leaps. Over here, we have 2 handstand dismount drills. One is hands on the bar, feet up on top of the barrel. Main thing to discuss here is stacking hips. If you have a class that's not very strong, do not even talk to them about anything else except for pushing their belly in, stacking their hips. If you have a class that's very strong, explain to them they must start here, and if that feels really comfortable, they can lift a leg one at a time. Not too high, just like Brianna is, so they have a nice straight line. Over here on the next station, the pink, they're going to do a handstand. Kick to the wall, and they're going to try to work on getting their toes off the wall and pushing to a hollow body position. Get that arch out of their back. Nice. The next station right over here is a pullover station, and it's going to be a lot of fun and very hard. They're going to lay down on the first purple mat. They're going to bring their chin to the bar, and they're going to walk all the way to the next purple mat. When they get to the second purple mat, they put their head down and lift their toes up in a candlestick. Count to 3 and bring their feet back down. Climb all the way back down to the other side. And again, do a candlestick. And you can give them an amount of times to go back and forth, maybe 5 times, take a break, and do it again. Over here, we're working on kickovers. Kids who have better kickovers can start laying on the floor, push up into a bridge, and lift a leg and kick over. Obviously, if they don't have their kickover, they can just lift a leg and count to 5. After they do that, they grab their noodle. You want to put one hand on, as you might have to open pretty wide depending on your shoulders, and they're going to keep their elbows nice and straight and bring their noodle over their head, stretching out their shoulders as far as they can, good, all the way, and then all the way back. And depending on their body, they might need to open more. So they can do 2 or 3 of those, and then the kids who are less advanced, they can put their tushy on the blue mat and their feet up on the top blue mat. And you might want to have everyone try both, just because this position really helps open up athletes' shoulders. It's a good shoulder stretch, even if they have their kickover. They can go up on top, stretch out their shoulders for a few seconds, and then kick over. Of course, go back to the noodle, stretch their shoulders, then do their next kick over. Over here on the crash mat is their handstand fall flat. So lunge, kick, squeeze tight, and look at your toes. Nice. You can have them do a hollow body here as well, since they really need to work on their hollow bodies anyway. Over here, we're going to take the noodle, put it right in front of us. Again, we're working on that hollow body, so what you're going to ask them to do is as soon as they bring their noodle to their hips, they squeeze their butt and they push their hips forward. Go ahead, push your hips forward, squeeze your butt, and get into a really nice hollow. Beautiful. And on the last station, and I think if you want, you can put the two trampoline. And the last station, they're going to put their hands on the floor bar and their feet up on the yoga ball. And if they are feeling really strong, they can lift their butt up. And if they're really feeling really strong, they can try to lift a leg up for 5 seconds each. Thank you, Coach Brianna. So that's the circuit. At the end of the circuit, you want to try to either do a little joint conditioning or a game with the girls. Some options for that could be group plank high fives. And I think there are a few more options on the sheet. Thank you. Okay, great.